Well, welcome once again to Two Gives Back, where we visit some people around Middle Tennessee in our viewing area that give their time and their effort and sometimes risk their lives to help a lot of people out. And right now we're talking to the White House Volunteer Fire Department. And Tara Parker is with us right now. Tara, how are you doing? I hope y'all are eating well.
We are.
Well, that's good. We want to thank Trevecca Nazarene University for being a sponsor. They've been great about this so far. And I'm sort of fascinated with a volunteer fire department. I've had friends of mine that have done this before in other areas, but tell us about a volunteer fire department, just how it comes about.
So we have 35 volunteers that run calls. We do medical, fire, wrecks, pretty much anything that the community needs. We are paged out. We are 100% volunteer. We do not get paid to do this. So we just enjoy coming out and helping the community that we serve.
Now, this is a dangerous job sometimes. So obviously you need training, just as much training as if you were not a volunteer, you were a full-time fire or medic person. Tell us about your training.
So we do our training. We're always training. We do monthly trainings here at the station. We're always sending people for training. We send people to the state for training. So we're always trying to stay on our training game. We make our members meet a certain amount of hours to be on the department. So everybody is on their A game.
Okay, I see. So, I mean, you guys, not only do you walk into dangerous situations as far as a fire is concerned, but I mean, there's an accident on the interstate or on one of the local highways and people, you know, are in desperate need of medical attention and you've got to be trained for both. Is that correct?
We do. So we have a few EMRs, which is emergency medical responders. We also have EMTs and we also have a paramedic that's on our department.
Okay, now equipment, obviously the county is able to supply you guys the equipment. Tell us about the equipment that they've given you.
So we are county and city funded. We get a budget from them. We also apply for grants from the state or from FEMA. And then we do fundraisers for donations, and we also get some of our equipment with that as well.
Okay, so do you guys have like certain people, like does everybody just stay at home till there's a call, or are there certain people that may come in and just be in, let's say, a certain station at certain times, you know, around the clock, or is it just everybody's at home and waits for a call?
So normally everybody is at home. We have I am responding on our phones. So we get the calls on our phones. No matter where we're at, we'll get a call. We do have some of our members that choose to stay at the station. So sometimes we may have someone at the station, but mostly we're reporting from our home.
I see. What are some of the, you know, things that you guys have responded to recently or historically speaking? How long has this volunteer department been around, and tell us about the history and some of the things that y'all have done?
We've been around for 50 years.
Wow.
We started in 1958.
Wow.
We responded to the Gatlinburg fires. Here lately, it's been, of course, shortness of breaths. We respond to a lot of that right now. Wrecks with all the ice and the snow that has been coming in. We've had a couple house fires. So pretty much whatever comes out, we're going.
Over 1,000.
We're topping out right now. We make 1,000 calls a year.
Wow. No, that's quite a service that y'all are doing. Now you serve both parts of Robertson. Tell us, you know, it's a sort of a wide area, wide umbrella. You serve in two different counties.
We do. We serve Robertson County and Sumner County. So we're kind of scattered out. We have 300 square miles that we service, 3 miles of interstate, and about 6,500 addresses that we service.
Wow. Well, that's quite a service that you guys are doing. And I mean, it's incredible that y'all can put this together. I mean, how do all these volunteers, I mean, what motivates somebody? How did everybody, you know, like, how did you get involved with this? What's your story?
So my story is I've been in the fire service for 5 years. I started this, I wanted to give back to my community. I wanted to help people. So I just jumped in on the training and got my medical training and my fire training, and I went with it. It takes a special person to be in the fire service. It's not for everybody. So whenever you see the volunteers or the firefighters, it's not that we have a bigger heart, but we enjoy to serve people on their worst days.
Well, God bless you for that, because it's a dangerous thing. And then not only that, it's traumatic for you. I mean, when you have to go, for example, a medical call or an accident on the interstate or one of the local highways, I mean, you guys got to go out and it's one of your neighbors, you know, you might know them, or you know people who do know them. Whether you do or not, it's still probably, I mean, is that sort of traumatic to you guys?
It's always hard whenever you have to respond to either a family member or somebody that you know. We're real big on critical stress management. So we have a training for that. If it's a really bad call, we'll come back to the station and we'll debrief. We have a chaplain on staff with us. So if we ever need anything, we have a chaplain on call. So we take that stuff pretty serious. Mental health is real big in the emergency services. So we try to keep everybody mentally healthy.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I imagine that's very, very important. I know COVID has been a real pain. You know, I mean, how have you guys had to deal with that? I mean, because you got to deal with the public, you know, and that puts you at risk, and then y'all have to deal with yourselves. I mean, how have y'all dealt with all that mess?
So our call percentage have went up 22% since COVID started. So we try to, of course, we mask up, we put gloves on, we take all those precautions. I know myself, whenever I go back home from a call that I know that could be COVID possible, I don't take any of my clothes on that I have on. They go straight in a bag and then into the washer. So it's just taking extra precautions just not to bring it home to our families.
Oh, I see. Well, what you guys do is a great service to the community there. I mean, White House, I mean, you're so close to both counties. So, I mean, you're right near the line, if I remember correctly. I mean, White House is right on the line. I've been there a bunch of times before. And so, you know, to serve, you know, both of those communities is, I'm sure most of the people there appreciate it. Does everybody in your area, they pretty much know that you guys are volunteers and not paid employees?
Yes, we send out mailers to ask for donations. Of course, if you look behind us, all of our vehicles say that we are volunteer. Mm-hmm. So we try to let the community know that we are 100% volunteer.
Okay. Well, if, you know, somebody and I assume that, you know, obviously you need to live there to be part of this, because you need to be close enough to, if there's a call, you can get there quickly. You can't live in Nashville and drive up to a call and take an hour to get there, you know? So if someone in the White House community wants to get involved with you guys, how do they go about that?
Yeah, so y'all can reach out to us on our Facebook page. You can also, we have a membership application on our website page. So any of those areas, you can reach out and we'll be glad to get everybody trained and on the department with us.
Okay, well, listen, we want to thank you very much for being with us today, and I hope you all have enjoyed the meal. And
we have.
And God bless everybody, all 35 of you, for what y'all do for your community. And again, we want to thank Trevecca Nazarene. They've been a great sponsor, because they know all the people we talk to every week, like you, are so important to all of our safety and well-being. And we appreciate everything that you do.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for lunch. We appreciated it.
Well, you are quite welcome. Well, once again, 2 Gives Back, the White House Volunteer Fire Department, serving parts of 2 counties. And I'll tell you what, there's no better service than I can think of than what they're doing up there right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.